Hi everybody, I hope you guys are doing well. I wanted to share 3 books with you, so I'm going to do 3 separate videos on a trilogy of books by a man named Chris Van Dusen. And these books are so inspiring for our invention ideas. So I want you guys to use these books to think about any last ideas for your invention brainstorming. And then I want you this weekend to be thinking about which idea that you've brainstormed that you really like the best, because we're going to choose one for next week because we're going to start our plans, our invention blueprints next week. And so these books are really fun and they're really inspiring and they're going to get your wheels turning even more. So if you have any other ideas, feel free to describe them and draw them this weekend, because you could choose one of those too. You're not limited. The sky isn't even the limit, okay? And yeah, we're gonna read these, and I'm also going to attach some supplemental activities on these books and some of the Fry's First 100 Sight Words work in case anybody's really hankering to work on some more things over the weekend. Keep those brains stimulated, you know. So, okay, our first book is going to be If I Built a House by Chris Van Dusen. Do you see here, before we start reading, do you see here, these are blueprints. Not all blueprints are blue. Ours aren't going to be blue, but these blueprints are blue. So they're drawings and descriptions of the different ideas and how those ideas are going to work. Jack, in the backyard, said to his mother, "This house is okay, but it's like any other. It's boxy and boring and basically bland. It's nothing at all like the house that I have planned. My house will be different. It can't be the norm. I'll think about traffic flow, function, and form. And it may include shapes like a tower or a dome, but I'll focus on what makes a building a home. It's the rooms on the inside that make it unique. So step through the door and let's take a peek. We'll start with the basics right off the bat. Check out my new all-in-one kitchen-o-mat. You don't have to cook and you don't have to clean. It's done by a space-age robotic machine. It makes all the meals and the food is delish. And then it washes and puts away every last dish. Wow, I want one of those. The living room's next. It's fun, come on in. The chairs and the table and a sofa all spin. And trampolines lead to a giant ball pit. It's a pretty neat room, you have to admit. Look at that. You can bounce, bounce, bounce right into the ball pit. How fun is that? Now, look in the bathroom. No shower, no tub. Instead, take a ride in my Scrub-a-Dub-Dub. Just step on the belt and it washes you clean, even the places that you've never seen. Look at him. He's getting all washed. He doesn't have to do anything. I bet a lot of you would like that, and I bet a lot of mommies and daddies would like that. I would. And here is my bedroom way up in the sky, on top of the tower, 200 feet high. With glass all around, just check out the view. A bed in a tower, well, now that's something new. The rooms we walked through just moments before are the kinds that you'll find in any decor. But if I built a house, I'd find a few more. So hop on the slide. It's time to explore. Do you see this swirly slide? That's how he gets down from his room in a tower. How cool is that? So cool. I hear you. It's so cool. You know how I constantly like to create? Well, this is my art room. Isn't it great? You draw on the wall. Don't worry, it's cool. Hung way up high on a big giant spool. It's a huge roll of paper that hangs to the floor. Just draw till you're done and then pull down some more. So he's drawing on paper, not on his wall. Don't draw on your walls. That's not cool. Next comes my flying room. See how it's tall? It's empty except for a switch on the wall. Just turn off the switch and you'll float off the ground and then flap like a bird and fly all around. Isn't it nice to be up in the air? A room without gravity? Well, that's pretty rare. This is my racetrack room. Step right on inside. It's less like a room and more like a ride. It features a racetrack that loops all around with super fast go-karts that don't make a sound. You'll fly and you flip and you zip and you zoom. You have to admit, it's a wonderful room. A room filled with water? Well, now that's something new. But if I built a house, well, that's just what I would do. This is my fish tank room. Ain't it a sight? Don't worry, they're friendly. Those critters won't bite. Just strap on an air mask to swim with the fishes. Now this is a room that every kid wishes. So look, it looks like they're wearing scuba equipment. Do you remember that Leonardo da Vinci had the idea to invent scuba equipment? How cool. Of course I've been saving the best room for last, and literally speaking, this room is a blast. So welcome, sit down. I'll seal up the hatches. This plexiglass playroom completely detaches. You fly it all around. Why, it even has jets. For me, this room is as good as it gets. My house will be nifty, my house will be neat, my house will stand out as the best on the street. Daringly bold, yet exquisitely fine. A must-see example of modern design. My house will be hailed as refreshingly new. Well, if I built a house, that's just what I would do. And there he is with his plans, and this is his prototype of his house. We are going to make both plans or blueprints and a prototype of your invention together. Look at his mom. She's looking at his blueprints there. All right, guys, on to the next. If I Built a Car is coming up soon.